is CTV News with Scott Hurst.
Good evening. 3,000 people have been evacuated in West Kelowna as a wildfire burns dangerously close to their homes. And we're finding out tonight that the fire was human-caused.
Scott Hurst joins us live from the scene. Scott, I know that you've just arrived there just in the last few minutes, but what have you learned?
Norma, Burnaby RCMP confirmed they are investigating a homicide. The body of the victim just steps behind me, laying in front of the black sedan. Linda, investigators are telling us very little. Friends say the two had been dating for about a year. The 23-year-old is currently not in custody and is not facing any charges in connection with this death. To a close encounter now with a bear in Coquitlam, all caught on camera. Trouble is, the family that shot the video made some very risky decisions. Scott Roberts has the story.
Scott, what have you learned?
Norma, for the past few hours, Vancouver police have had a huge section of Main Street roped off from 48th all the way to 50th as they try to piece together exactly what happened. The accident took place behind me at 49th Avenue, and as you can see, it's still a very active investigation.
Scott Hurst is following this, and Scott, we've just learned they've finally been granted their freedom.
Tamara, the seniors who said they felt like prisoners in hospital are now no longer being held against their will. The Vancouver Island Health Authority has confirmed the couple was released this week. A massive drug bust in Calgary with ties to the Lower Mainland. Law enforcement is claiming a major victory against the illicit drug trade. 64 charges have been laid against 3 suspects who police say just moved to Alberta. As CTV's Penny Dafalos reports, this is one more example of alleged homegrown traffickers taking their trade beyond BC borders.
Our Scott Hurst joins us live. Scott, many angry transit users out there tonight.
Norma, transit rider after transit rider told me the same story. This is becoming an all too common nightmare. It is the most watched sporting event in the world. Soccer's biggest showcase has fans packing bars and restaurants across Metro Vancouver. But CTV News has learned hospitals have also caught World Cup fever, giving patients one more thing to worry about at a time when they're most vulnerable.
Anything that gets in the way of patient care is troubling.
Healthcare workers are under fire for watching too much soccer. The problem's so serious, the Provincial Health Authority has cut off online access to the games. A memo obtained by CTV News reads, "Through this monitoring, we have seen periods of excessive congestion on the internet feed during game times. This has the potential to directly impact patient care areas that rely on the network for their delivery of clinical care."
You have to get your priorities right. If you're coming to a hospital, you're coming for a reason, not to watch a game.
Technology expert Andy Berard believes the hospitals were likely caught off guard by how many workers are interested in the World Cup, even though the health authority admits it saw a similar problem during the Olympic Winter Games just 4 months ago, slowing access to critical patient files.
If you have, something like streaming video interrupting internet connection, they're not going to have that ability to access those files, which can put a strain on doctors who need to get information about patients quickly.
The health authority confirmed it did send out the memo, but would not talk to us on camera to explain exactly how patients could have been affected, and it has left some wondering if they really are getting the best possible care.
My husband had a procedure this morning and we're still waiting all day to hear how it went. So, if this in any way contributes to slowing down getting his results, that's frustrating.
The health authority insists no patients are at risk, but access to World Cup web streams will be cut off until the tournament is over. Scott Hurst, CTV News, Vancouver.
I live here 21 years.
All that DeConra Day has left is a small bag and the clothes on her back. She was up early in the morning all ready for church when she saw her Christmas tree tip over and burst into flames.
I saw like bomb up. Oh, Mamma Mia! I bring the big blanket, put, again bring, put. Nothing, big fire.
Firefighters got the call around 8 a.m. and rushed to the BC housing complex in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. 3 people suffered smoke inhalation. 2 were taken to hospital.
Peace for everybody.
The damage is significant. You can see the fire gutted the bottom floor unit and the one above it. It forced these people from their homes and everyone else on this side of the apartment complex.
I saw fire and the suite above there was smoke coming out. We opened the door and we seen all the smoke. So we got out right away.
The fire may have robbed these residents of their Christmas, but it did not extinguish their holiday spirit.
What a thing to happen on Christmas Day, eh?
In total, almost 30 people are displaced. Emergency Social Services is helping 19 with temporary housing.
God help everybody.
No doubt it is an emotional day for many people in the neighborhood. Sophia Elson lives just a few blocks away. She dropped everything to help those in need. She made coffee and served snacks donated by a nearby Starbucks.
Merry Christmas to them, and they're all going to their separate homes, and some may be going to families and some may not, but at least they're all safe and they have their life.
Investigators are still looking into the cause of the fire, but thanks to quick work by firefighters and holiday heroes, this is a Christmas tale where the good outweighs the bad.
The smile on their faces was all worth it.
Scott Hurst, CTV News, Burnaby.